There was once a very unusual hen on the farm, unlike the others who lived only to lay eggs for humans. Every morning, the other hens quietly sacrificed themselves, but this hen longed for the wide open world beyond the fences. More than anything, she dreamed of hatching her own baby. She confided in her only friend, a chubby little sparrow, that she hadn't eaten for 3 days, and planned to fake her escape from the farm. The sparrow begged her to stay after all. Life here was safe, with food and shelter, and all she needed to do was lay eggs. But before their talk could end, the starving hen, whom we'll now call Lyra, fainted from exhaustion. When she opened her eyes, she discovered she had been discarded into a deep valley by the farm owner, left as prey for the cruel Golden Fang, king of the rats. The beast lunged at her, but Lyra's desperate reaction saved her in time. Golden Fang, however, was relentless, circling like a predator unwilling to give up. Just as Lyra thought her life was over, a magnificent figure descended from the skies, a bold and regal drake named Orion. With a powerful strike, he scattered the Rat King and saved Lyra. From that moment, her heart was captivated by him. Though they were from different worlds, Lyra couldn't deny her feelings. But when she sought refuge at a farmhouse nearby, the humans drove her out without mercy. It was only through Orion's introduction that she met Soren, a kindly old mole, who offered her a place in a rosebush thicket. Its thorns shielded her from predators, and the fragrant blossoms masked her scent. Here, Lyra finally felt safe. One day, while walking among the reeds, she crossed paths with Orion again, her heart racing with hope. But soon, her happiness shattered when she saw his mate, a gentle duck named Aurelia. Lyra realized Orion already had a family, and though her heart ached, she quietly accepted her fate. That very night, Golden Fang returned, slipping into the marshland unnoticed. He attacked while Orion was away, seizing Aurelia in his jaws. By the time Orion rushed back, it was too late. His beloved was gone. Overcome with grief, Orion wept bitterly. In the silence of morning, Lyra discovered something hidden in the nest, a lone unhatched egg. Though she had lost everything, this egg stirred her deepest longing. She decided to hatch it as her own child. Orion, broken but grateful, did not resist. Instead, he guarded her carefully, bringing her food as she nurtured the egg with love. But Golden Fang returned again, hungering for destruction. Orion fought with all his might to protect Lyra and the unborn chick. The battle was fierce, and though Orion wounded the Rat King, he was gravely injured himself. Summoning the last of his strength, Orion dragged Golden Fang into the dark waters, sacrificing himself. Lyra screamed helplessly as she watched both vanish into the night. Alone and devastated, she returned to the nest, and there, the egg cracked open. A tiny yellow duckling emerged, blinking at her with innocent eyes. The first thing the child saw was Lyra, and to him, she was mother. Tears streamed down her face as hope rekindled in her heart. She named him Nilo, and swore to raise him with all the love Orion had left behind. Days passed, and life in the swamp became their new world. Lyra guided little Nilo as he stumbled, played, and discovered the wonders of nature. Once, when he slipped into the water, Lyra panicked and leapt in after him, even though hens cannot swim. Luckily, a kind old turtle named Seta pulled her back to shore. To her amazement, she realized Nilo could swim with ease. It was in his blood. Seta reassured her that the boy was destined to be strong, like his father. At night, under the stars, she gave him his name, and their simple but happy life began. They chased fireflies, ate fruits by the river, and rested on the meadow together. Time flew by, and soon, Nilo grew older, along with questions that burdened his heart. He began to notice he was different. Why did other duck families look alike, while he and his mother were not the same? Why did rain soak her feathers while his stayed dry? Why did the shape of their feet not match? Other young ducks mocked him, calling his mother mad because she decorated her tail with flowers. But Nilo never allowed anyone to insult Lyra. He defended her fiercely, even fighting for her honor. Yet inside, he longed to fly like the others. A wise bat teacher named Eldrin tried to teach him, but Nilo, impatient, wanted to leap off a cliff and soar by sheer courage. He failed miserably, and if not for Aunt Misty the cat, he might have broken every bone. Meanwhile, the swamp neighbors grew irritated with Lyra's presence. They called her noisy, unnatural, unfit for their world. Seeking guidance, she went to the wise heron, Master Aurel, begging to be taught how to dive like the others. But Aurel only sighed. You are a hen, Lyra. You can never escape what nature made you. No matter what you do, others will not accept you. Crushed, she left the lake in sorrow. Nilo found her, but instead of comfort, he lashed out in shame. Because of you, I am mocked. Because of you, I cannot belong. Heartbroken, he fled straight into danger. The farm owner captured Nilo, tying his wings with a red rope, preparing to mutilate him so he could never fly. Lyra, desperate, searched with Seta, and found out from the sparrow messenger that her son was in peril. Without hesitation, she stormed into the farm, risking her life. She and Seta freed the trapped hens, creating chaos while the little birds fought alongside them. In the struggle, Lyra rescued Nilo. Tears filled his eyes as he begged forgiveness for his harsh words. Just then, Golden Fang returned once more, ambushing them. He struck Lyra down and pursued Nilo mercilessly. The boy, unable to fly, stumbled into vines and nearly fell prey. Through sheer chance, he escaped into a hollow, but the Rat King cornered him. Lyra, bruised but unbroken, appeared again, striking Golden Fang with a stone. She shielded Nilo with her own body, enduring the wolf's brutal blows. In the final desperate clash, she was thrown from the cliff, dangling on vines, as Nilo screamed her name. At that same moment, Nilo's instincts awakened. Facing certain death, his wings unfurled, and for the first time, he flew. Soaring high above the cliffside, he realized his mother's love had given him strength all along. To him, Lyra was not just a hen, she was his true mother, no matter what. Seasons changed, and with them, Nilo grew. When winter came, flocks of wild ducks passed overhead. Drawn to his kin, he felt the call of his bloodline. Lyra encouraged him to join them, but when they saw the red rope scar around his feet, they shunned him as suspicious. Nilo's heart ached, but the elder ducks reminded him of his father's bravery, urging him to become the sailor of the skies. That night, while Nilo slept, Lyra tried biting through the rope that bound his leg. Her mouth bled, but she endured. The knot never came loose, so instead, she decided it would remain his symbol, a mark of his journey. Soon, the duck tribe held a flying competition to choose their new guardian captain. Though mocked at first, Nilo stunned everyone with his unmatched skill and spirit, winning the title. Lyra wept with pride, but also knew what it meant. Her son now belonged to the skies, not her side. She quietly prepared to let him go. But before his departure, Golden Fang attacked again, this time capturing Nilo. Lyra stumbled into the enemy's lair, only to discover his hidden nest of helpless pups. For the first time, she understood the Rat King was also a parent, fighting for his young. With a trembling heart, she held one pup gently, bargaining for Nilo's freedom. Golden Fang, his fury broken by grief, agreed. In that moment, predator and prey stood as mothers, not enemies. When the flock prepared to depart, Nilo wept as he embraced Lyra, promising to be the bravest duck in the skies. She held him close, her heart breaking but proud. He soared into the horizon, never knowing that in her final days, weakened and frail, Lyra sacrificed herself, offering her body to Golden Fang's pups so they could live. Her love endured beyond death, etched into the heart of the son who would one day fly higher than any of them. This tale is not just about a hen or a duck. It is about life, sacrifice, and above all, the unshakable power of a mother's love. Thank you for watching.